All right, we've got the general manager of the Chicago Bears, the pride of Canandaigua, Ryan Poles. Thanks for being with us here. You're the man of the hour in this place. What's this like for you?
It's fun. You know, I went through it last year, so I kind of know what to expect this year. But it's a really cool opportunity. We're trying to get better as a football team, and this setup that we have this year is going to allow us to continue to move that needle and be a really good football team as we go forward.
For people back at home, it's a lot easier for them to root for you that you're not with the Chiefs anymore. Have you noticed how that has changed?
Oh, big time, big time. But yeah, it's I really I can tap into a lot of those things that I learned from Kansas City. But yeah, the family is probably happy about that with those matchups too.
How much advice do you get from back at home?
A lot of advice, and I probably should take the time to apologize for not responding to every voicemail.
Oh, you mean when everybody
text.
asks you what you're doing with the number one pick, you haven't responded to tell them yet?
No, I haven't, but I love everybody. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
You know, it's funny. We've talked about your career leading up to this, and you've credited a lot of what went on back at home playing. Yeah. Do you still tap into things that you learned then as you've elevated even into this position now as a general manager of the Bears?
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, I spent some time, Jeff Foster and John Davern came out to a couple games, both home and away. Guys from Canandaigua and coaches from Canandaigua, that Ed Mulhern as well, that taught me a lot, that helped me grow up, understand the game of football, and that core that I have, that love for the game, the passion I have for it, drives me every single day. And I'm super fortunate there's not a day that I wake up with all the stress that comes with it, that I'm not just really happy to have this job. I don't even call it a job. So, but yeah, I tap into a lot of that.
I remember asking you this when you were working with the Chiefs, and if you can refresh everybody's memory of that, at what point did this become a goal for you? At what point did it become an attainable goal for you where you're like, this is where I want to be?
Yeah, I got put in a position where I was kind of the circuit board of the front office and had a lot to do with college, pro, keeping the general manager updated on a lot of things. Was really behind the curtains on putting a draft board together, working through free agency, and that kind of lights a fire inside you. You're like, you know, I want to grow into a position where I can make these calls and build a team from the ground up and turn it into a championship caliber team. So really fortunate my background's allowed me kind of to spark that and grow to where I've come today.
And as a former player
Yeah.
in this role, how much has that helped you not just to maybe relate to the guys that you're going to be picking,
Yeah.
but also to they understand that you've been in their spot before?
Yeah, it's helped me continue to grow those relationships. I think in a lot of organizations, it's two separate things. It's the front office and the players are two separate things. I've really tried hard to build those relationships because I know when you give clarity to your players of where they stand, if it's good or bad, they appreciate that and they can play free. So I've always tapped into that because when I play, that's what I wanted as well.
All right, and since this is for back at home, you can tell us what are you going to do with the top pick?
Yeah, I can't tell you. I wish I do. But we'll continue to gather all this information and we'll make the best decision we can.
All right, Ryan Poles, the man of the hour here at the Combine, getting ready for the NFL draft coming up with the number one pick with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on 13 Wham.